Miss Pillow here. I am here to do a review of a review slash recap with my opinion of Married at First Sight, season 15, episode 1. It's titled So Ready in Socal. Socal? What the hell is that? I don't know. Am I reading it wrong? Anyway, who cares? This season, they're having it in San Diego, California. I look scraggly, my hair look crappy, I'm not wearing any lipstick, not wearing any earrings. And this was a long one. I have a lot of notes. We're going to try and run through this really, really quick because I don't know how much storage I have on my phone. So we're going to try and go through this quickly. We're going to meet the cast or meet the couples, whatever you want to call it. So, first couple is Lindy and Miguel. Lindy is 29 years old. Miguel is 35 years old. And a lot of them, they're not telling them what they do for a living anymore. Some of them did, some of them don't. And I think it's what happened with Steve last season, how nobody knew if Steve had a job. Steve didn't have no job. Steve did not have a job. If you have a job, you're going to say, yes, I have a job. If you don't have a job, you're going to beat around the bush. Yeah, I know that. And we have another Steve this season also. But anywho, Lindy, who is 29, and Miguel, who's 35. Lindy is a physical therapy. Lindy met up with her friends to let them know that she is getting married. Lindy grew up as a Seventh-day Adventist. One of my grandmother, my mother's mother, she was a Seventh-day Adventist, and every time we'd go visit her for the summer, we couldn't watch TV on Fridays and Saturdays. Those were the Sabbath days, and we couldn't watch TV. So she grew up as, I can't understand about the Seventh-day Adventist. She grew up Seventh-day Adventist, and she blames that on her terrible dating skills. Her friends say her anger is bad. She looked like a quiet little person, but friends say her anger is bad, and she's very emotional, and she can get crazy sometimes. I have no clue what that means, but that's Lindy. Miguel, her soon-to-be husband, 35 years old. Miguel meets up with his friends to let them know that he is marrying a complete stranger. Miguel and his friends are dressed up as some kind of characters. I like to dress up too, so I can't knock them. His friends basically describes him as a pushover. So he tells his friends that the experts found him a match. Apparently, they all know that these people are going through the matching thing. So they're just now telling them that, okay, I found a match. I made the cut and they found me somebody. Anyway, so he tells his friends that the experts found him a match, and in 2 weeks, he is getting married. The friends seem happy for him, and Miguel, the friends, they seem happy for him. And Miguel, he likes sci-fi. He likes Dungeons and Dragons. He enjoys writing poems. He says he's a hopeless romantic. He says he has a PhD in neuroscience. But he is a medical writer. He said his parents are Puerto Rican, and they moved to Puerto Rico when he was 10 years old, and then his mom left. And this is recurring in his life. He said women they just leave him. That's so sad. But I'm not sure if him and I'm not sure if Miguel and Lindy are gonna be a match. I'm not sure about them at all. They may work out. I don't know about them. They both seem quirky, so it may work out for them. So I'm leaving those two open. I'm not gonna predict anything for them. Next up is Alexis and Justin. Alexis is 29 years old and Justin is 33 years old. So Justin meet up with his brother and his sister-in-law to let them know that he is marrying a stranger. When he told them, his brother laughed. But I don't know if his brother knew that he was going through the process. Most of them, their family and friends knew that they were going through the process. But his brother didn't seem to know, and sister-in-law didn't seem to know that Justin was going through this dating process. But he told them that he's marrying a stranger. And when he told his brother that, his brother laughed. I guess it was just a reaction. Justin said his brother raised him from the age of 14 to age 19, and his brother made a man out of him. But he didn't tell us what happened to his father, what happened to his mother, but his mother was there later on at the wedding. But he didn't tell us why his brother had to raise him, what happened to his parents, why his parents couldn't raise him. But that's what he said. His brother raised him from he was age 14 to age 19. He said his brother is also a father figure to him. And Justin is very tall. Justin is 6'8". He said he was engaged, but she dumped him a month before the wedding. He said the reason it didn't work was because she wanted someone more financially established. That means Justin ain't got no money. I don't have any money either, Justin. Okay, we in the same boat. We in the same boat, babe. He said she wanted a sugar daddy to take care of her, or a daddy to take care of her. That means Justin ain't had no money. That's okay, Justin. What's my hair always sticking? Okay. He said she did not give him the opportunity to work on it, and she just called it quits. I wonder if he's still in love with his ex-fiancée. He may be still in love with his ex-fiancée. He said now he is very cautious, and he has been celibate for a year and a half. So back to the brother. The brother is not on board with Justin getting married, especially to a stranger. His sister-in-law does not think that Justin is ready for marriage. So Justin, he gets upset and he starts to cry because they're not supporting him. And his brother is hardcore. His brother, instead of consoling him, his brother said, "What did you expect me to do? What did you expect? You expect me to be happy for you? Marry a stranger?" His brother wasn't consoling him or nothing. And the brother told him, "I think you're making a mistake." And I don't mean to be insensitive, but I hope Justin ain't going to be crying throughout this whole entire season. Don't be crying, Justin. It's okay for a man to cry, but don't be crying all the time now. Don't be a Katina. Hey, now Alexis is 29. Alexis meets up with her friends to let them know that the expert has found her a husband and she's getting married in 2 weeks. They told her congrats and they seem happy for her. She said she loved fast and with everything she has. She loved fast and she loves with everything she has. She said her parents stayed together until she was 18 years old and then they got a divorce. So I guess her parents stayed together for the kids. And when she was 18, they said peace out to each other and they were gone. I don't think people should stay married to each other for the kids. I don't think they should do that. One of her male friends told her to be tactful. I don't understand what that means. Why be tactful? What does that mean? Be tactful. Tell the truth. Be honest. Be straight up. Is that what that means? I guess. I don't know. And another told her she needs a strong man to rein her in. That doesn't sound like Justin. Justin was just crying because his brother wasn't supporting him marrying a stranger. You know, and her friends like, you need a strong man. That doesn't sound like Justin. It just doesn't. Does not sound like Justin. That doesn't mean he's strong though because he's crying, but come on, Justin. So my prediction for Justin and Alexis is that they will not make it. For one thing, I don't think they'll find each other attractive. They're not gonna like each other's personality. They're not gonna like each other physically. That's my prediction. Next up, it's Kristin and Mitch. Kristin is 32 years old. Mitch is 41 years old. Kristin meet up with her friends to let them know that she has a match and she is getting married in 2 weeks. Her friends think it's crazy, but they seem to support her. Take a lesson, Justin's brother. I didn't catch his name. She said she had a fiance when she was 23 years old. She said they dated for 5 years. She said she spent her entire savings on a destination wedding 2 weeks before the wedding, his mistress approached her. But it's not a mistress if he's not married. That would be a side piece, right? If you're married, then your side piece is called your mistress. But he's not married, so this wouldn't be his mistress. This would be a side piece. But she said mistress. She said 2 weeks before their wedding, his mistress approached her and told her that they had been sleeping together for the past 6 months. So she said she went on her destination wedding with her friends. She said it was the best week of her life. I think Kristin should thank God that she dodged that bullet, because not too many of us will have been able to dodge that bullet. She dodged a bullet. She said her biggest fear is dying alone with no kids. She said her parents divorced when she was 14. We got a lot of divorced parents. She said her parents divorced when she was 14. She tells her friends that her mother and sisters are excited for her, but she has not told her father. She says she plans on telling her father on the day of the wedding. That's ratchet, Kristin. That's right. That's not right. That's just not right. I guess she's scared. She's another Thais. She's scared of upsetting her father. Hey, it's life. You're gonna get upset. Anywho, next couple. No, who did I say? I'm still on Kristin. I'm on Kristin and Mitch. And Kristin was 32. We still don't know what Kristin do for a living. Mitch is 41. Mitch is an environmentalist. His brother comes over to his apartment and he Zoom with his mother and sister-in-law and nieces to let them know that experts have found him a match and he is getting married in 2 weeks. Mitch loves to surf. He says he is a loudmouth. That's a no-no. He's a loudmouth. Who wants a loudmouth for a husband? Red flag number 1. And he says he has an improper sense of humor. Red flag number 2. Who wants a loudmouth for a husband? Who wants somebody who is very inappropriate, who has a very inappropriate sense of humor? Kristin, run. Run for the hills, girlfriend. Run for the hills. Don't look back. Run. I'm scared for Kristin. He said his parents divorced when he was 3 years old. He said he took care of one of his nieces for a while and he thinks he'll make a great dad. Being a loudmouth and making very inappropriate, and having a very inappropriate sense of humor, and you think you're going to be a great dad? I don't know. Mitch. He says he is the guy that causes a scene at a cafe because they didn't fill up his cup. What? No, Mitch gotta go. What? Why did the expert cast him? I know they get thousands of applications. Why him? Kristin, I feel for you. I don't think these two will make it. Mitch is horrible. He's horrible. So that's 2 couples now I don't think will make it. Alexis and Justin, I don't think will make it. I don't think they're going to be attracted to each other. I don't think they're going to like each other's personality. And Mitch and Kristin. Mitch is horrible. Next couple is Morgan and Ben. Morgan is 27. Ben is 29. Morgan is a nurse. Morgan met up with her friends to let them know that she is getting married in 2 weeks. She says she is not into sports, just like me, Morgan. Yay. I don't like no sports. She is into video games and Muay Thai and lifting weights. Now they show all these freaking people working out. And nobody, well, only two guys look like they're in shape, that they do work out on a regular. The rest of them, they don't look like they work out on a regular. Morgan don't look like she into no weightlifting and no Muay Thai. I mean, she's not fat or out of shape or anything, but she just doesn't look toned enough to do all that she says she do. Sorry. She said her family is Japanese. Her friends are surprised that she is getting married at first sight. Okay, that's Morgan. Now for her husband to be Ben. This is another Steve, I think. Ben is 29 years old, and he says he's an engineer. He says all his friends are married and in relationships. Red flag. Red flag. All his friends are married or in a relationship, but he isn't. So he's always the third wheel, the fifth wheel, the seventh wheel. He's always by himself when they all hang out because he has no girl. They all have girls. So that's why he's getting married. That's not a good reason to get married, Ben. Because you're the third man out all the time amongst your friends. Red flag. That's why he's getting married, because he doesn't want to be the third man out. Red flag. Ben says his mother makes his day and makes him smile. Red flag number 2. He's a mama's boy. He's a mama's boy. Oh, Ben, you're batting 1,000. He says he is a mama's boy to a certain extent. A certain extent. You're either a mama's boy or you're not. You're a mama's boy. Yeah, you are. You know you are. Stop it. He wants his wife to be like his mother. Yep. He says he excels at math. That's why he's an engineer. And that's why he's an engineer, because he excels at math. He likes to hike and work out. And he does look like he work out and go to the beach. To the beach. He is red flag number 3. He is tight with money. He calls it frugal. I call it cheap. We see him looking in the sofa. I don't know they did it for the show. Looking through the sofa, in the sofa, between the sofa cushions for change. And we see him clipping coupons. We know he only did that for the show. He says he doesn't use air conditioning or heat. That costs too much money. He said he just opened up a window. 3 red flags for Ben. He wants to get married because all his other friends are hooked up and he's lonely. That's the reason he wants to get married. Not a good reason to get married. He's a mama's boy. Not good. Now he's cheap. Not good. And I think his job status is questionable. Red flag number 4. He is batting 1,000 here. But he's kind of cute. He's kind of funny. He has a good a pleasant persona. He says the girls at the gym has resting bitch face. Yeah, he's gonna be a trip. So he's hanging out with his friends and he tells them that he's getting married in 2 weeks. He said a girl cheated on him for 2 to 3 years. She cheated on you for 2 to 3 years and you didn't know about it, Ben? How in the world did she cheat on you? See, that's another red flag. That means when you're in a relationship with somebody, you ignore the crap out of him, because how did she get excuse me. How did she get away with cheating on you for 2 to 3 years and you not know about it, Ben? How? That means you don't pay attention to your women. Red flag number 4. Ben is and then he said his friend said the girl cheated on him because he's cheap. Hey. So they're teasing him. They said every day for lunch he eats a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a banana. Now, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, but every day, Ben? Every single day is that what you eat for lunch? Oh, come on, Ben. See? And then his friends make fun of him of how cheap he is. So Ben got about 4, 5, 10, 7, 11 red flags. So I don't know how what was her name? His wife to be. What did I say her name was? Her name is Morgan. So that's Morgan and Ben. And I like Ben. Ben is funny, but Ben's going to make me laugh. But they're not going to make it. There's 4 red flags for Ben. So I don't think Ben's going to make it. But I need to hurry up because I still have a long way to go. So next couple, her name is spelled Stacia, but I think she pronounced it Stacia. We'll see. So Stacia and Nate. Stacia is 37 years old and Nate is 34. She's older. So Stacia meets with her mother and asks her to go wedding dress shopping with her because the experts found her a match and she is getting married in 2 weeks. Her mother seems happy for her. Stacia, I'm going to keep forgetting how to pronounce her name. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Stacia said she is single because she intimidates men. Stacia said she will put them in their place and hold them accountable. She said she has investment properties. She said she's in the financial. I don't know what that means. And then she also says she has investment properties that she renovates and rent out. She said she is addicted to coffee and success. You go, girl. That's what I'm talking about. She said she does not know her biological father. She said she was raised by her mother and stepfather. Now, remember I said that. She said she was raised by her mother and stepfather. She said that when she was in high school, she emancipated herself because her mother wanted to move out of the city and she didn't want to go with her mother. I need lipstick. My lips look so dry. Oh my goodness. Oy. I don't have any lipstick hanging around here. That's all right. We're going to hurry up and get through this. That's brave. When she was in high school, she emancipated herself. Wow. I think she's brave. I think she's independent. I think she's intelligent. And I see how men are intimidated by her. But she did contradict herself. She said she was raised by her mother and stepfather. But now in the next breath, she said she was, when she emancipated herself, she said she lived with a family where the father came home and ate dinner with the family. But if you were raised with your mother and stepfather, didn't y'all have dinner together? She said that was the first time she saw that type of dynamic in a family, and she liked that, so that's the type of dynamic she wants for her family. But didn't you see that dynamic with your mother and stepfather? Didn't your stepfather come home and have dinner with you and your mother? Or maybe he didn't. Maybe she didn't contradict herself. Maybe her stepfather didn't come home and have dinner with her and her mother. Who knows? But I think she contradicted herself. She was raised by a mother and a father, so why is the other people mother and father situation better than her mother and father situation? Anyway, I don't know. I think she contradicted herself. Anyway, she said she has achieved all her goals, and the only goals she hasn't achieved is marriage and kids, and her time is ticking. Her mother mentioned her getting a prenup, and she said it's a deal breaker if there is no prenup. But I am positive that this show have them sign something because they're being married at first sight. Most of them get divorced, so I'm pretty sure the show protects them and have them sign something, say, whatever you come in with this marriage is what's yours is yours and what's his is his. Nobody can't take each other's stuff because the majority of these people on this married at first sight show, they get a divorce. So I'm pretty sure the show has something in place to protect everybody about anybody stealing their stuff or trying to claim their stuff. So I don't think that's an issue. Alrighty then. So that was Stacia, and now this is Nate. Nate is 34. Stacia is 3 years older than Nate. Nate goes over to his friend's house to let them know that the experts found him a match and he is getting married in 2 weeks. I don't like Nate's hair. From the neck down, Nate physique's awesome. I don't like the scraggly look he's got going on his face. He's not a bad looking guy at all, but I don't like the scraggly look he's got going on, and I hate his hair. His hair looked like it's shaved on the sides, and then he has braids, and then the braids are thin, and I don't like it. I just don't like his hair. I don't like his hair. But he has a good physique. He's very healthy. It looks like he works out. From the neck down, yeah, but from the neck up, that's only my opinion. She probably will love him. His friends are happy for him, and he said he is financially suave. He said he used to be broke and he used to sleep in his car. He said now he day trades and he is into sales. He said he sells advertising to retail chains like shopping malls and restaurants. He says he's ready to take care of a wife. Now, this is what he said. He's financially ready to take care of a wife. He's going to say something else later on that contradicts him. That pissed me off. I don't like it. Well, it pissed me off, but it annoyed me. I don't... Anyway, his friends are very happy for him. And since he has female friends, Nate is hoping that his wife-to-be is not the jealous type. And I think these two will make it. Nate and, what the hell's her name? Stacey. I think they'll make it because they're both very ambitious. And they seem like intelligent people with their head on, straight. So that's the couples. That's all 6 couples. Now, the men, they meet up. And they meet up to play volleyball. They introduce themselves. They all go around telling their ages. Justin tells the guys that Justin's the tall one. Justin tells the guys that women, he's the one that fiance dumped him because he wasn't financially stable. Justin tells the guys that women look at him like a piece of meat. I find that very hard to believe. I think they probably look at him as a string bean, not a piece of meat. And when he said it, all the other guys laughed at him, and he knew they were laughing at him. He goes, no, I'm honest. I'm being honest. Trying to convince them that, yeah, they look at me like a piece of meat. I don't think so, Justin. Stop it. Then he said he was being honest. And Mitch is the horrible one, the one that caused a scene at the cafe and is very, very sarcastic. Yeah, Mitch is the horrible one. Mitch said if he is not into the girl they choose, he will feel guilty. Well, that's a nice thing to say, Mitch. You're trying to be nice now after you tell us how horrible you are? Nate is the one that's an entrepreneur that slept in his car, but now he's rich and wants to take care of a wife. Nate and Ben is the mama's boy. They're fit. They're really fit. They play volleyball against Mitch, Justin, and Miguel. And Nate and Ben, they creamed them. They creamed them in volleyball. Justin is as tall as all the trees there, and he didn't touch the ball once. He act like the ball had some kind of, I don't know. He act like he was allergic to the ball. He didn't touch the ball one time. And before, when he was talking to the camera, he said just because you're tall doesn't mean you know how to play basketball. And he doesn't. He does not play basketball. He does not play volleyball. I wonder what does he know how to do. I don't think he's going to be man enough for Alexis. Because when the show first started, we saw her. When we first introduced her, Alexis, we saw her playing touch football with guys. And poor Justin don't know how to touch a ball. Don't know how to catch a ball, kick a ball, throw a ball, dribble a ball. Don't know how to do nothing with a ball. So I don't think Alexis and Justin are going to be a match at all. So they took a break from playing volleyball, and Nate told the fellas, Nate is the one that is an entrepreneur. He was broke. He used to sleep in his car, but now he's an entrepreneur and he wants to take care of a wife financially. He's ready to take care of a wife financially. So Nate told the fellas that a problem he had in his relationship was that he worked too much and did not give his girlfriend quality time. Nate told the guys that he wants an independent woman who is also ambitious. You know what that tells me? That he does not want to take care of no woman. He wants her to have her own crap and not come to him for any money. He wants his financial stuff on his side, and he wants her to have her financial stuff on her side. He wants someone who is independent, that she doesn't need him for anything. She doesn't need him financially. But before he said now he's able to financially take care of a wife. You don't want to take care of a wife financially. You just said you want her to be independent and ambitious. But the one that they set him up with, Stacey, she is independent and she's ambitious. So I think those two will make it. But don't say, now I'm ready to get married because I can take care of a wife. You don't want to take care of a wife. Nate. I don't like Nate. So, what's next? Nate tells the guys what he does for a living. He's an entrepreneur. He tells them that not Nate. I'm getting Nate and I'm getting them mixed up here. I'm getting the guys mixed up. Oh, Ben. Ben tells the guys what he does for a living. He tells them that he is into engineering, but it's not filling him up. It's not making him happy. Being an engineer is not making him happy. That's telling me the same thing that happened with Steve last season. He was he a sales engineer and he wasn't happy. Well, it's not that he wasn't happy. He got laid off at COVID and then never went back. Now, Ben is saying he is into engineering, but it's not filling him up. It's not making him happy. He wants to be in a position where he's helping others. He tells them that pre-COVID, he got into personal training. So does that mean that he's not doing engineering anymore? He doesn't have an engineering job because he said pre-COVID, he started doing personal training. So that's what he started doing, personal training. He's not an engineer anymore. In my head, that's what he's saying. And I wonder if that's why he's frugal. Because he's not making that engineering money anymore. He's making personal training money that's not really that much. And that's why he's frugal or cheap. I don't think Ben has a job. He also told them that he went to Peru to volunteer at an orphanage. He just looked like he's wilding away his time, just like Steve, being a nomad. Just traveling here, traveling there, wilding away his time. Not putting down roots, not living and doing a 9-to-5 anymore. It sounds like Steve from last season. So Ben tells the guys that he is frugal, and he's always trying to save money and make his money make money. I think Ben is jobless. I might be wrong, but all these clues is making me think he's jobless. Nothing wrong with being jobless, but tell the truth. So Mitch tells them that he works for Mitch is the mean one, the horrible one, the one that caused scenes in cafe because they didn't fill up his cup. Mitch tells them that he works for an environmental nonprofit, so he is not really bringing home the bacon. I don't like horrible Mitch, but at least Mitch is telling the truth. Mitch is saying, look, I don't make that much money. I work for a non-profit organization, and I don't make that much money. Fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't make much money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not judging him. Just tell the truth. So Miguel tells the guys that he is sensitive and insecure. He also tells the guys that he writes poetry, and then he recites one of his poetry, and I don't know what the hell he was talking about, and neither did the other guys. It just went right over my head. I don't know what was poetry about. I don't know what he's talking about. And Miguel, I just think he's too sensitive and too sweet to be in this type of environment. I think he needs to just go home. Just go home, Miguel. Go home. But I don't know about Miguel and his girl. Can't remember her name now. I don't know if they're gonna make it. I don't know. I don't think Justin and Alexis is gonna make it. I don't think Mitch and Kristin is gonna make it. I don't know about Miguel and I forget her name that quickly. Miguel and I forget her name that quickly. Damn it. I hate forgetting stuff quickly. The older you get, boy, I tell you. Well, Miguel and his girl, I don't think they're gonna make it. Now the ladies meet up. They meet up for drinks. They introduce themselves to each other. They all go around telling their ages. Alexis told the ladies that Alexis is the one that's going to be marrying Justin. And she's the one I don't like her. I don't like Alexis. What did I say about Alexis? Anyway, Alexis told the ladies that she has been proposed to 3 different times, but she never accepted the proposals. Kristin tell the ladies that she can find something in any guy and and a relationship can grow from that. I don't agree with that, but go ahead, Kristin. She said if her husband-to-be does not like her, what is she going to do? Don't worry, Kristin. I think he'll like you. I think Kristin and Mitch, the horrible one, I think those two are going to, I think that's going to be her husband. I keep forgetting. I got to get used to these couples. Yeah, I think he's going to like you. I don't think you're going to like him, Kristin. So don't worry. Don't worry, girl. Don't worry. So, Stasha, or however you say her name, told the ladies one of her issues with men is that she can't find someone who knows exactly what they want. She tells them that she wants a guy who is ambitious because she is very ambitious. And that's Nate, the one that was homeless, but now he's an entrepreneur. Stacia said she wants a man to at least have some type of goal and some type of goal that they're reaching for. She wants them to have. And that's perfect for her and Nate. I think her and Nate will hit it off fine. Unless they butt heads. But I think their career path is going on the same track. So I think they may hit it off. But they're two strong people though. So I don't know if maybe they'll piss each other off and go at it like this. Because they're strong. They have strong personalities, I think. But I think they'll make it. Because I think they're both going to find each other attractive. Morgan tells the ladies that her mother is Japanese. Morgan is going to be marrying Ben, the cheap guy, mama's boy. Morgan tells the ladies that her mother is Japanese and she wants to go to Japan. She claims that her people practically owns Japan. I'm just putting those words in her mouth, but she said something similar to that. So she wants to go check it out. Well, why hasn't she been to Japan before this? If her people are so popular in Japan. She also tells them that she's into Muay Thai and fighting. But I don't think she has the body for it. I don't think she doesn't look toned enough to be doing Muay Thai. She said it would be a deal breaker if her husband wants to save money and not travel. That's Ben. Ben wants to penny pinch. But he traveled to Peru, so why can't he travel to Japan, right? Right. Okay, so Kristin and Mitch. Kristin is going to marry Mitch. Mitch is the horrible guy. Kristin tells the ladies that the man does not have to be wealthy. Her husband doesn't have to be wealthy, but she wants him to be passionate about his work. Kristin, passion will not put a roof over your head, food in your stomach, a bank savings account. It won't give you that. What are you talking about, girl? What are you talking about? And she's saying she wants someone who's passionate. Mitch says he's passionate about saving the environment. So I don't think they'll work out, but you'll never know. You'll never know. So Stacia, I don't think I'm pronouncing her name right. She tells the ladies that her deal breaker is a liar. Lindy said her deal breaker is a passive personality. Who is Lindy marrying? Lindy's marrying Miguel. And Miguel has a passive personality. He says he's emotional and insecure. And Lindy is saying that her deal breaker is a passive personality. So I don't think they're gonna work out. But she's saying that now, but she never knows. She may like him. I don't know. I told Miguel to run, but Alexis does not like Lindy. And this is why I don't like Alexis. Because she doesn't like Lindy for a dumb reason. I don't like her. And that's a dumb reason for me not liking her. But I don't like her because of the dumb reason why she doesn't like Lindy. She doesn't like Lindy because Lindy talks too much. So what? So what? Let that girl talk. Alexis said to the camera that Lindsay does not care. Well, Alexis told the producer that Lindsay talked too much and she needs to shut her damn mouth up. She didn't say all that, but I'm pretty sure she meant to say it. And then Alexis said that Lindy does not care about what anybody else is talking about. She just loves to hear the sound of her own damn voice. She didn't say all that, but she said something similar. So we're done with the meetup. Now Alexis goes shopping for her wedding dress. Alexis has a guy friend and a girlfriend with her. She asks the sales lady if she has a cape. And then the sales lady laughs. But Alexis wasn't laughing. She's serious. She wants to know if you have a cape. A cape for what? What are you, a superhero? Supergirl? What are you? Batgirl? Catwoman? What are you? Wonder Woman? What do you want a cape for? I don't like Alexis. I don't like her. I think she's rude. I think she's judgmental. I don't like her. And she don't like Lindy. She don't like Lindy for a dumb reason, because the girl like to talk. So what? Let her talk. So the first dress she tries on is very ugly. It's laced all over. It's like a turtleneck. From her chin all the way down past her toes. The only thing you can see on her is her face and her hands. That's all you can see. The dress is ugly. It covers her from neck to toe. Very ugly. The dress is hideous. They need to burn that dress. And never ever allow anybody to try that dress on. Whoever designed that dress needs to be flogged within an inch of their life. That dress is so ugly. The second dress she tried on looked a hell of a lot better. It complimented her figure. But she said it was not her style. And her male friend and female friend, they told her they loved the dress. I love the dress. But she didn't love the dress. She said it wasn't her style. She said she wanted something a little bit more discreet. There was nothing, the dress was discreet. Nothing was showing. Her arms were out. And it came down, it covered her. I mean, the dress was discreet. She wanted something more discreet. But anyway, the third dress she tried on, it was a sexy dress. It had a split all the way up to the thigh, and it has like a lace bustier top. See-through lace bustier top and a split all the way up to the side. That's a sexy dress. And this is the dress she chose. This is the dress she loved. Even though she said she wanted a dress that was discreet. That dress is not discreet, but that's the dress she got. With the split up the side and the bustier see-through lace top. Justin goes shopping for his wedding attire. He has his brother and his nephews with him. What if Justin's eye is messed up? What if his eye look messed up? Doesn't look like it matches the other. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, Justin tries on a white tux with a white shirt, a white bow, a white vest, a white jacket, a white hanky. He was blinding me. That was too much white on white on white on white. You need a splash of color there. It looked, oh boy. And he looks goofy and lanky to me. He's not attractive. I don't find him attractive. But that's just me. He's tall and lanky and just goofy looking. Ugh. He's not a bad person. I'm just saying I'm not attracted to him. That's all I'm saying. Then he tried on a black shiny pastel jacket with a white shirt, black tie, and red hanky. That looked much better, but he still didn't. I still don't find him attractive. Usually when a guy put on a tux, you'd be like, ooh. I still didn't find him attractive. But he did look a little bit better in this tux, this last tux that he tried on, and that's the tux he got. But this tux, him in this tux reminded me of Isaac from The Love Boat. But that's the tux he chose. So next up, Stacia, she goes shopping for her wedding dress. And she has with her mother, her cousin, and some other lady. I don't know who that lady was. The first dress she tries on is okay. It didn't flatter her boobs. The second dress looked like a dress that a pregnant lady would wear. It covered up your tummy. You could have a big old belly under there. Nobody would know. I didn't like it, but she loved it, and that's the dress she chose. Nate goes shopping for his wedding attire, And he has 3 friends with him. And one of his friends with the dread was just talking too much and doing too much, trying to get too much camera time. And I didn't like it. Just fall back. I don't know his name. But the Tux Nate tried on. It was blue with blue trimmings. And it matched his tie. And it matched his vest. And he looked okay. It was like a darker blue, a lighter blue. You know, he looked okay. So the guys have their bachelor party. And Cheap Ben bought shots for everybody. I wonder if he's really cheap or he's just using the cheapness as a storyline. Because if you're cheap, you're not going to buy shots for everybody. You're not going to do that. How much shots cost? Depends on what you're getting. Patron. Depends on what kind of shots you're getting. Because shots can be very expensive. I don't know if he's really a cheapskate or he's just using that as a storyline. I don't know. We'll see. And of course, at their bachelor party, the men have strippers. Justin told the camera that strippers don't turn him on. He says he wants to have a mental connection with a woman. He said, all that stripper stuff don't turn him on. But Nate said he's a freak, and he had one of the strippers hit him with a strap. Hit his butt with a strap. Ben said the strippers are intimidating. Ben is a cheapskate. Mitch got hit with the strap on his butt too. Mitch is the volatile one, the one that likes to pop off because his coffee cup is not full to the brim. And where the hell did Pastor Cal get these guys from? But Ben got his butt hit with the strap, but he had his hands over his eyes. He said he was scared, but then he says he hopes his wife is into stuff like that. Nate, he spanked the stripper with the strap a few times. And then there's a stripper, she's all over Nate, sitting on his lap. She's straddling his thigh, and he's loving it. And Nate tells the stripper to get on her knees. He said, get on your knees now. And then he put whipped cream in her mouth. Justin is talking to his brother, and he said to his brother he's looking forward to the change that's going to happen in his life. And his brother is telling him, you're not ready for this, but I'm going to be checking up on you, And his brother's like, and Justin is like, you don't need to check up on me. I'm a grown-ass man. You don't need to check up on me. So they start arguing. And then the brother told him he's acting like a bitch, and he walks away. Brother walks away. So at the girls' bachelorette party, of course, they don't get strippers. I don't know why the girls don't get strippers. That's not fair. I don't like that. But they're having a good time. The girls are drinking, dancing, they're swinging on a pole, and they're having a good old time. Morgan, trying to remember who Morgan is marrying. Morgan is having a great time. She is crawling on top of the bar. And there's a man there. I don't know what man that is, but there's a man there. And there's, and all they're throwing money at her and putting dollars down her top. Morgan is talking to a friend, and she seems drunk. And she's saying she wants her husband to take the initiative with her. Kristin is also having a good time. She's swinging around the pole. Kristin tells her friend that she is ready to get married, and she is all in with no cold feet. Alexis is dancing on the pole, and she's having a good time. Lindy is saying she does not know how to dance. She's a Seventh-day Adventist. She says she doesn't know how to dance because she wasn't allowed to dance when she was growing up because she was a Seventh-day Adventist. Stacia is telling her friends that she like a clean-cut thug. And that's exactly what you're getting. You're getting Nate, who's a clean-cut thug. Not really clean-cut, but he's a little bit of a thug. Stacia said that she is not a jealous person as long as boundaries are not crossed. Stacia asked the ladies how would they feel if their husband were uncircumcised. I am hot. I need to turn on the fan. If I can find my remote, that'd be great. I don't know where it is. Oh, man. I can never find anything I'm looking for. Dang. Everything else I see about the daggone remote for the daggone fan. And I tell you, my life. Where the heck is it? Did it fall on the floor? Oy, oy, oy. Why me? Oh, there it is, hiding. I tell you, it's hiding. I tell you, boy, life. Ooh, that feels better. Ooh, yeah. Fan. And the AC is on too. So anyway, so where was I? Okay, so Stacia said, ask the ladies how would they feel if their husband were uncircumcised. I don't think she said husband. I think she said, how do you feel about your man being uncircumcised or something like that. And Kristin said she don't care about a turtleneck. Alexis said she has never seen one. Where the hell you been? She thinks she would be terrified of it. Morgan tells Alexis that it's different. And Lindy told her it's the same. It goes in the same place. And I agree with Lindy. Thank you, Lindy. Clear that up for her. Okay, so the bachelor party's over. The bachelorette party's over. Is it over with? No, they're still doing a little bit. We see Nate and his friend. Oh, yeah, it is over with. So we see Nate and his friend. They're online. And they're on that James Allen website that Steve was on last season. I guess they're trying to promote this daggone website. The Steve Allen website, and they're creating wedding rings for their soon-to-be wives. They're advertising. And also we saw Miguel. He's on the site creating a wedding ring for his soon-to-be wife. And they're saying, oh, this is easy. They're doing an ad. I don't know why these producers think we're stupid. You don't think we know that this is an ad? That this is an ad that they're doing? Come on now. I hate when the producers make us try to make I hate when the producers make us feel stupid. Y'all doing a damn ad, okay? Oops, everything's blown away now because of the fan. All right, almost done. So it's time for Justin and Alexis to get married. Finally. Justin and his groommen arrive at his hotel. It looked like a hotel, I think. It kind of looked like a hotel, the room that they were in. And earlier, Justin said he threw up. Oh my gosh. Don't marry me if you're going to throw up. But now he says he's good, and him and his groomsmen are drinking a toast, and they're making a toast and drinking. They're drinking a toast. They're making a toast and drinking champagne, and Justin take the champagne to the head like he was doing a shot. Justin tells his friends that his biggest fear is not being what his wife imagined him to be. He thinks that if she is attracted to him, then everything will be okay. Justin does his ad. He shows the ring. He has an engagement ring, and he has a wedding ring for Alexis from that same damn website. The box has the name of the damn website on it. So he's doing his ad. I guess they get paid. Maybe they get paid for doing the ad, or maybe the show gets paid for it. I don't know. I don't care. But I'm sick of that damn ad. So one of the groomsmen asked Justin about his brother, because he knew the night before him and his brother argued. He said him and his brother talked, and they're cool. They apologized, and they hashed it out, and they're good. Even though his brother still does not want him to get married. His brother still doesn't think he's ready to get married. So later we see Justin's mother and brother. They arrive. Justin hugs his mom and his brother, and they all start to bawl. The brother is crying, Justin is crying, the mother is crying, the whole family. It's just a bunch of crying folks. So Justin walks down the aisle with his mother, and he says hello to everyone. And then we hear him doing a voiceover saying that if he could design his perfect wife, she would be caramel complexion, beautiful natural hair, sparkling brown eyes, and a soft voice. He's getting the opposite. He's getting the exact opposite. His wife-to-be, she doesn't have a caramel complexion. Her complexion is more chocolate, on the chocolate side. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't wear her natural hair. It looked like the first time we saw her, she was wearing braids. And it looked like now she's wearing, I don't know if she's wearing a wig, but she looked like the type of person to wear wigs. I'm pretty sure she doesn't wear her natural hair. So nix on that too. And her eyes aren't brown, they're dark. She has dark eyes like most black people. We all have dark eyes. And she does not have a soft voice. Her voice is stronger than his voice. I wonder if he described this perfect woman to the experts, because if he did, they screwed you. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be attracted to each other, so I don't think they'll be making the beast with the two backs. So now we see Alexis in her hotel room with her bridesmaids. Alexis tells the camera that she's gassy. You see? I don't like her. She's crass. She's rude. She is judgmental. I don't like her. I don't like her. She tells the camera that she's gassy. Why does she have to say that? Keep that mess to yourself. And then she said, I'm good. It's almost all out. Yeah, she's too crass for me. I don't like her. She did not have to tell us that. TMI, girl. And I'm not a fan of Justin either. Justin is, she's judgmental and he's too emotional. Anyway, Alexis and her bridesmaids are drinking champagne. Typical. Alexis is getting her makeup done. It looks good, but it's caked on. I think you need a chisel to get that makeup off of her face. It looks good. It looks good. But it just looks like it's caked on her face. You know? Thank God Justin didn't get that white tux. That white tux would have been ruined for life. Alexis told her bridesmaids that she wants her husband to be fine. She said she wants someone tall. You better be careful what you ask for, Alexis. So Alexis' mother shows up, and she's just showing all her cleavage. This woman's showing all the cleavage. So when Alexis sees her mother, she starts to just bawl. She let it loose. She just started to bawl. I was like, what in the hell is happening here? You were just guessing, now you're crying. She bawled like a baby. I guess seeing her mother just made her get all emotional. And then her mom said, what's wrong? She goes, I'm scared. She just bawled and bawled. Then she stopped for a little while. Then she started all up again. She just started bawling. It's a good thing that makeup was caked on her face, because the tears wasn't going to move the makeup. The makeup was not going to be moved from her tears, even though she was bawling like a big old baby. I'm scared. You did this to yourself. You signed up for this damn show. Now you're scared? Girl, bye. Anyway, the next scene, we see her in her dress, and she looks great. Makeup looks great. Hair looks great. Dress looks great. She looks good. Her bridesmaids, they give her the engagement ring from that daggone site, and she likes it. All the bridesmaids love it. It's cute. It's a little small, but it's cute. And Alexis and her mother, they walk down the aisle. And when Justin sees Alexis, he said, oh my God. He was happy. He likes what he sees. And she's happy that he's tall. And they're both grinning from ear to ear at each other, like they're smitten with each other. And the officiant, when she gets there to the aisle, the officiant said that they call Justin Tree. And then she says, well, you can call me Branch. That's so corny. Then the officiant said to Alexis, I hope you don't mind sharing him with another lady in his life. So Alexis looks at Justin. She goes, are you a mama's boy? And he said, no. And the officiant said, his dog. And she yells. She lets out a yell of joy and laughter. And Justin asks her if she is a dog person. And she says, yes, I have a fur baby. And he jumps up and down. He's all happy, jumping up and down. It's stomping. And the officiant told Justin that Alexis makes vaginal mold out of clay. What the hell? What is that? I don't know what that is, and Justin don't know what that is either. Then Alexis, she read her vows. Justin read his vows, and both their vows were similar. And then they exchanged rings, and they did this cord of 3 strands. One strand is for the bride, one strand is for the groom, and the other strand is for love. And Justin held the ring that the strands was around, and Alexis braided the strands. I like that ritual. I've never seen that ritual before. I'm getting cold now. Let me turn this fan off. Okay. So yeah, Justin hold the ring that the strands was around, and Alexis braided the strand. I like that. That was something new I've never seen before. And then the officiant pronounced them man and wife. Justin asked Alexis if he can kiss her, and she said yes. And Justin, I don't really like Justin, but Justin, he gave a nice little kiss. He didn't grab her. He didn't hold her face. He didn't hold her shoulders or nothing like that. He just leaned into her, put his lips on hers, and gave her a sweet, soft kiss. And I like that. I like that. Go, Justin. Maybe they do look at you as meat instead of a string bean. Maybe you were telling the truth, Justin. The kiss was sweet and perfect. I liked it. I felt like he kissed me. No. Anyway, I predicted that they wouldn't like each other and they wouldn't get along, and I may need to change my mind. But wait, let's see. I do wish them luck, though. I wish them all the couples luck, because I'm all for love. Even though I don't have love in my life, I wish all the couples love. So they held hands and they jumped the broom. Then they commenced walking down the aisle, hand in hand, grinning from ear to ear. Then Alexis said to the camera that he is so tall. She said, I did ask for tall, but 6'8" is a bit much. She said he is uncomfortable tall. Wow. Be careful what you ask for. And then also they're constantly high-fiving each other. I don't find that sexy. I don't find that romantic. I find that nothing but friendly. They're already putting each other in the friend zone. Yeah, I told you. Then Justin says to the camera that his perfect wife looks like Alexis. Justin, you just told us that you want your perfect girl is caramel complexion, big, beautiful brown eyes, natural hair, and a soft voice. And Alexis is exactly the opposite of that. And now you're saying she's your perfect, what do you say, perfect wife? You change your mind quick, don't you, Justin? I tell you, Justin. So they're sitting down and they're chit-chatting, getting to know each other. And Alexis told the camera that physically he is not her type. I didn't think they would be physically attracted to each other. I did not think they'd be physically attracted to each other. And she's not physically attracted to him. She's not. She said, physically, he is not my type. But she said he makes her feel comfortable, which is a plus for me. I'm socially awkward. So being around people who make me feel comfortable is everything to me, because when I first meet somebody, I don't know them. I don't want to talk to them. I'm like a stranger and I don't know anything about them, and I clam up. I'm socially awkward. So when I'm around people that I'm comfortable with, that's a plus for me. I love that. So I understand how she's saying she does feel comfortable around him. That's a good thing. But I think they're just friendly. Justin told Alexis about being dumped 5 years ago. Alexis told Justin about being proposed to 3 different times and saying no. And they seem to have a few things in common. But I don't think it's going to be a love match. I think it's going to be a friendship match. And that's the end of my review. I will be back next week with another review. Thank you so very much for watching. Princess on a Pillow here. Bye.